Brian Sensei here. Today's video comes by request from one of my listeners. Have you ever wanted a highlighter around your mouse pointer so that it's easier to find or so that it's easier for your audience to follow? In this video, I'm going to show you how to download a free app that allows you to add a cursor highlighter, modify the color and size. Let's dig in. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is open up your favorite web browser and you're going to head on over to the following website. You'll find a clickable link in the description below. Okay, so this is a website created by a college professor who actually created this app so that he could use this cursor highlighter while he teaches online or creates video tutorials. So you'll scroll down and you're going to see 4 items here. Number 3 is the cursor highlighter. So you're going to click here. Then it's going to take you to the details regarding the cursor highlighter. And what you'll see here is that you'll have to first install this free auto key software. So click on this link here to get the auto key software. All right, then you're going to go ahead and click download and you'll download version 2.0. And you're going to go ahead and open that file and run the installer. Once that is done, you're going to go back to the previous page and then you will install the cursor highlighter app, which is linked right here. Okay, then you're going to click download. Okay, now I'm going to close this and I'm going to open up my downloads folder because this is where my download default location is. Now with the cursor highlighter file, you don't want to leave this in your downloads folder if that's where your files go. Instead, you want to put them somewhere that is easy to get to every time you want to launch the application. So I'm going to cut this and I'm going to paste it into a new folder. I'll go ahead and make a folder on the desktop and I'll go to new folder and I'll call this cursor highlighter. All right, now I'll open this up and I'll paste in that file. Now I want to show you something. The very first time you launch this, you're going to get a message. And this is just letting you know that it needs to create a new file with default settings. Click yes. And then you have this additional file. All right, so once you have the cursor highlighter files stored where you want them, all you have to do is open up that folder and you're going to double click on the cursor highlighter 2.2 file. This runs the app, so you can see now I have the yellow halo around my mouse pointer. Now you can also adjust the size and color of the halo. To do this, you're going to come down here to your system tray at the bottom right, click on the caret if you need to reveal other items here. And this little pointer with the blue around it is the cursor highlighter application. So I can right click on this and I'll get this menu. I'm going to go ahead and go into settings. All right, so in here, we have some general settings. The first one we want to color highlight. The next setting here is we want to show the highlight. After that, you have some options on what happens when you left click or right click on that system tray icon. I'm going to leave the defaults. A left click will toggle the cursor highlighter, meaning it will turn it on and off. On right click, it is set to show the program's menu. So you'll notice here on the system tray icon, if I left click on it, boom, it turns the highlighter off. If I left click on it again, it turns the highlighter back on. Okay, let's look at the other settings here, such as the highlight settings. Okay, here I can choose the color of the highlight. So I can just click here and I can select another color. Maybe I'd like green. I can go ahead and make that choice, click OK, and now I've got a green highlighter. Also, we can adjust the size of the halo. This is a little bit large, so I like to scale mine down to about 40. So I'm going to make both the height and width a total of 40. So now we still have a highlighter, but it's a little bit smaller. And then we have the opacity setting. This can also be adjusted up and down. A setting of 0 means you wouldn't see it at all, and 255 means it would be completely opaque. I like it where it is. I'm going to keep that setting. All right, the next thing is highlight left click. This is kind of cool. So you can set a highlight color that will change anytime you left click on something on your screen. So here I can change this, show a different highlight when you left click. And then down here, again, I can set the size of that. We'll keep it the same at 40. And I could set the opacity. And then down here, I can set the color that will show when I left click. So let's take a look at that. Left click and hold, let go. Left click and hold, let go. All right, that's kind of cool. Now you can do the same thing with the highlight right click setting. If you turn this on, anytime you right click, it will show that color. I don't like to use this personally, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it off. Below that, you have picture settings. So if you wanted a picture to show instead of a color, you can make those adjustments and upload a picture file. Then you have focus settings, and then you have hotkeys. So here you can set up your own hotkeys that will perform certain functions for your cursor highlighter. For example, you can set a keyboard shortcut to turn on and off your cursor highlighter. All right, and that's an overview of the settings. I'm going to go ahead and click Done to save those. And the last thing I want to call out is every time you restart your computer, this application is going to be turned off. So when you reboot your computer and you want the highlighter back, you're going to want to come back in here and run the Cursor Highlighter app. If you liked this video, please give it a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to see more of this content, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have a specific tech tip you'd like me to create, please complete the form in the description below. And I'll see you on the next one.